As we approach the halfway point of the season in the DTM Race 8, it was a repeat of yesterday. Nicky Tim starting on pole position with Arjun Maini directly behind him, but this time Finn Wiebelhaus was putting the pressure onto the Viking as they headed into turn one. He tried to make a challenge on the outside, but left himself vulnerable to Arjun Maini on the inside. There was a lot of drama on the exit of that turn, with the championship leader coming into this race, Matteo Cairoli, making contact with the wall. Mauro Engel also involved there as well. He was going to require a bit of repair work to the bodywork of that car, but for Matteo Cairoli, his day was going to go from bad to worse. The rain was starting to come down. The track was getting very slippery, but the Vikings still holding solid at the front of the pack. Finn Wiebelhaus in second, kept that pressure on, kept looking to the left and to the right. The lead duo breaking clear of Arjun Maini in third place. He had his own problems in the shape of Lucas Auer. Auer had passed Ben Durr and was now setting after the Indian driver in the last of the podium positions. The track was now getting very slippery. Every driver having to drive with their fingertips, and it was Matteo Cairoli who got together with Marco Mappelli. Mappelli making contact into that turn one, and Matteo Cairoli's day went from bad to worse. He was furious as he emerged from the Emil Frey racing car. Eventually, the race director deciding to throw a red flag to allow the cars to come back to the grid to change to those wet weather tyres. But of course, as is always the way, the wet tyres are on, the rain stopped. So with the race now started, everybody was waiting on a drying track to see how quickly it would dry before changing to those slick tyres. Nicky Tim still leading the way. Finn Wiebelhaus now in second place. Arjun Maini in third. Lucas Auer in fourth. Ben Durr getting into all sorts of battles there with Jules Gounon. The McLaren going wide. Jules Gounon pushing his way through, and Ben Durr tumbling down the order. With a drying track, it was going to be slick tyres, and Nicky Tim coming out, weaving to generate heat into those slick tyres for Come To You Racing, the Aston Martin leading the way. Finn Wiebelhaus had stopped earlier. He had his tyres up to temperature. Finn Wiebelhaus had all the work to do to catch him up. He did catch Nicky Tim though briefly, going to the inside, then to the outside. Nicky Tim though was not going to be challenged for the lead. Finn Wiebelhaus had all the dreams, but it wasn't going to turn out. In the background, Lucas Auer was a little way back. Finn Wiebelhaus knew that he had to get past Nicky Tim now, or it was never going to happen. But Nicky Tim very, very much under control. The car's coming out close to the wall. Nicky Tim then coming in for his final pit stop as the final pit window opened and then closed. The Come To You Racing team dispatching that Aston Martin back out into the fast lane, and Nicky Tim weaving to generate the heat in the tyres. Wiebelhaus in second place, now some 6 seconds back, but closing in as Nicky Tim tried to get the heat into the tyres. But he was not to be caught. It was going to be a maximum 56 points out of 56 across the weekend for the Viking. Nicky Tim becoming only the second driver to score maximum points in the GT3 era of DTM. He climbed from the car, absolutely euphoric, because he was now at the top of the championship standings too. Lucas Auer coming home in third place. Finn Wiebelhaus a second place, his best ever finish in the DTM.